A meeting is underway in Battle Creek over a teen who was stopped twice by police in a matter of 10 days. News 8's Katani Gooch is monitoring that meeting and joins us now live with an update. Katani.
Yeah, Brian, I'm right outside the meeting hall. Those doors are right there where the meeting just happened, and the board of this meeting just went into closed session to review those incidences you just spoke about, Brian. So just for a little bit of context for some of our viewers who may not be familiar with the story, this is an incident that happened a little over a month ago on June 4th, where Jeremiah Spearman was arrested by Battle Creek police officers, and then 10 days later was arrested again while walking through the neighborhood of Washington Heights. Now, there's been a lot of community interest about both of these incidences based on police conduct, why the individual was stopped, and how they went about arresting him. Body cam video has been released, as well as video that the teenager himself even took and posted online. Now, the meeting we're at right now is the Oversight, or the Community Oversight Board, who kind of spelled out what their purpose is, which is to review incidents like this with the Battle Creek Police Department and act as an advisory to the city manager. As I just said, they're in closed session, but before that happened, there were a couple of members of the community that spoke out against these videos and the incidents that are going on. Listen to what one of them had to say.
Per the video, that the body cam videos that I have watched over and over, the officer fails to articulate what crime that Jeremiah was about to commit, was in the process of committing, or was going to had committed.
And that person that spoke right there is actually the attorney for the Spearman family. She spoke a little bit to me right after the meeting, just like you just heard, about why the officers stopped Jeremiah, or why they arrested him, based on what suspicion. And that's exactly what some of the public comments were about as well, kind of just asking what was the reason he was stopped in the first place. The board said that while they don't have any authority to do anything other than advise the city manager and make recommendations on things that should change, that is what they're doing right now, reviewing those videos and having discussions on what advice they're going to give to the city manager. Another big question tonight was which incidences are the board reviewing, the June 4th or the June 14th? That was asked by the attorney, and the answer was that they're only reviewing the June 14th incident. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later tonight and have more sound from public comment as well as from the attorney representing the family. Back to you in the studio, live in Battle Creek, Katani Gooch, News 8.